in that Wraith, we don't do Impalas. Brody, I can't push your tape, I can't push it.
Smoke to a hell, hope to flow to a heaven from the hell that you held. You know very well that this life is hard. I started writing this verse in a visitor's cot, in a hospital room next to my brother as he cried in my arms. Told him if we don't got nothing ever, at least we got each other, nigga. Yeah.
What up, what up? It's Too Real, Too Live, Too Fresh with Breezy, Too Fresh. We're over here at the Honey, underground bar here, just to come vibe with the culture here, the other artists here. Shout out to Peace of Mind and Drugs and Will Robinson putting together this event. It's a real dope event, real special. This event is about raising awareness on mental health issues, depression, and things that the youth are struggling with a lot right now. It's called You're Not Alone, Volume 2. This is the second time they're doing it. Yeah, really shout out to them for using their talents and having all these artists come together and use our talents to help promote positivity in the city. And yeah, I really mess with this. Besides dealing with my own depression and mental health issues, it's just been an ongoing battle with a lot of friends really close to me. We lost a lot of our friends to suicide and depression and drug overdose. It does stem a lot from the trauma we're not facing. So I like that we can be an example of showing different outlets. You can express yourself. We can be generating some positivity towards change, be the change we want to see. So it's really important, Rest in peace, Tray, baby. Man, that's a cold night. It's real cold. So the fact that people came out here in the freezing cold, shout out to y'all, man. It's like Jack Frost's butthole right now, but it's cool that we're all coming together, warm feelings, and I'm excited to see some of the acts. I haven't seen some of these guys perform in a long time, so excited to be here. Shout out to Radio Ali, that's the homie, big homie Tech on the boards. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice night. Come heal. That's all I got. We here with Radio Ali in the flesh,
What's
man.
good?
How you doing, brother, man? How you feeling?
Doing pretty good, man.
Man, so it's kind of an honor to be asked to host an event like this, man. It's so important, man. How you feeling about it?
Man, it's great, man. Will Robinson is a good friend, so I feel it's like natural to do.
Amen, man.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to see y'all. I've seen a lot of new faces so far. That's pretty dope, and I'm just glad to be surrounded around the community,
Real tick, man.
Yeah.
Something I'm trying to encourage is community building with us artists, you know what I'm saying? So that we can lean on each other as well as grow and learn from each other and stuff, man.
Right.
What do you feel like as a music community we can be doing to get closer together, you know what I'm saying?
Just honesty, I would say the best thing to do is just to try to get involved in community things such as this event as well.
Hey man, yeah, it's a real good way to get involved, man. I know a lot of my friends struggle from anxiety, mental illness, stuff like that. Man, briefly before we had the cameras on here, you told me you was going to LA, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta tell us a little more about that. What you got going on over there?
Yeah, man. So I am heading out to LA. I got a one-way ticket. I'm couch surfing it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I have a lot of good friends out there and some pretty cool opportunities. But for the most part, I've kind of just been laying low and just really focusing on my craft and trying to put the best truth and hard work into it. So I think it's time to take that over there and see what happens.
Amen, man.
Yeah.
You're someone I really think represents our sound, bro. And I do appreciate how passionate you are in your music and how you can be vulnerable too. So I really applaud you to take that craft with you, man. Don't shy away from who you are, man. Really mess with who you are. And I'm sure a lot of your fans would agree too, man.
Thank you, brother.
Man, thank you for this interview, man.
Yeah. This is
excited
great.
for the night, man. You know what I mean? We're with Radio Ali live, man. You got anything you want to say? BreezyTV before you sign out?
Peace, love, and light. And yeah.
No doubt, man.
Right.
Thank you again, brother.
Peace.
Will Robinson, Will Robinson Music, the owner, operator, Peace of Mind and Drugs, you know what I'm saying, gang, yeah.
Yes, sir. So did you set up this event yourself?
Yeah, no, I started doing the Peace of Mind, these events. So this specific event, You're Not Alone, was more for mental health because a nigga crazy, you know what I'm saying, but like, I wanted to, when you crazy and like, you have, some people might find that word triggering, but like, when you got things going on in your head, and you know you want to express them, it's really hard to find specific avenues. So I just wanted to like use my quote-unquote clout or buzz to try to help fucking people, like give people a platform to just express. Because like, when I was a little homie, I was trying to come up and make music and express myself. I had to search my ass off and just try to find little open mic, little things that I could express myself at. So I do music videos. I do a lot of other things in the community and music in the industry and shit that you know what I mean, that make my career and are making me quote unquote buzzing. But like, and some certain people whisper in my ear, I should do this, should do that. But like, this is what's important to me. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna make it on the top if I don't fucking have a good support system on the bottom. So like, that was something that was always important to me is connecting with the community. Like, not in some cheesy ass fucking retarded, not, excuse my language.
No, I know what you mean, bro.
It's a cheesy way, you know what I mean? Like, actually fucking connecting and caring and doing something that was actually going to stick. Like, you don't want to perform on an open mic trying to think that they can chase their dreams on a stale ass stage. I want to make a fly ass stage and make them be like, my one song, this is the coolest. This is the smoke. Somebody hit some smoke behind me. Like, I want them to feel cool as fuck so they can continue to try to chase their dreams. You know what I mean? Same way I did. I didn't have that, but I still did it anyway. But for those weaker-minded people, weaker-minded folk, that's kind of what I was trying to fucking. That's what I wanted to do.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah, invigorate that flame rather than oust the flame.
Yeah, definitely. That's
really cool.
Fuel people's fire instead of putting it out.
Whether it's the Cub Scout who wants to sell something at your door, or the person who you want to have an experience of. Oh, you're gonna say what's up and something? Whether the experience of, you always want to like have them leaving like, I'm glad I did that and feel invigorated.
Yeah.
You know, inspire them in the way that you feel inspired to create.
Yeah, and I think that people really like it's a disconnect sometimes with people think music is one thing and mental health is another thing. But a lot of times when you listen to music, it's somebody's audio diary essentially. And so for somebody who's not perfect at expressing themselves to be able to express themselves and then be accepted still, just because their diary wasn't perfectly expressed, they should still be accepted because they were a human that expressed their feelings. You know what I mean? So that was like the whole gist of the You're Not Alone show. You know, I do plenty of other shows, the Free Acid show, and all these other kind of different themed shows for different reasons. But this one that I did was really deeply rooted in, you know, I'm Native American from the Leech Lake Reservation. This is deeply rooted in my people's, what goes on with my people. A lot of Native Americans, the number one person in the people in the world to commit suicide is a Native American male. Like that's just hard hitting on my reservation. And if you're not overdosing purposely, semi-purposely, then you're just shooting yourself in the head. You're doing some other type of shit to kill yourself, and it's just a big thing. Like I want to teach our youth and our generation and our culture that there's other ways of expressing positively, as opposed to getting fucked up all the time, fucking bitches all the time, or you know what I mean, like or killing yourself or harming yourself or just calling it quits. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I want to create an event in a safe space where people can come together, connect with each other uninhibitedly. Nobody's better than nobody.
When you help others, that's the thing that feels good. Buying stuff doesn't feel good. Temporary feeling doesn't feel good. Sustainable feel good is when you can help others.
Exactly, and if you look at the flyer, there's nobody's name on the flyer. You know, so this whole event, everybody that came here,
it's about you.
It's about
whoever sees that you.
Yes, exactly. You. It's about you. When you come here, this show's about you. There's no one's name on the fire. No one's better than you. You have just as equal as a chance to get on the microphone as whoever you think your top artist is. And, you know, we have Go 95 here, like, supporting us. We have all type of the top artists here supporting us. So this is a place where people can come to and be viewed as equal, truly, for their expressions.
At least we have one another. The only thing that really helped me cope with the struggle we see. Pain after pain is getting worse and worse. I'm smiling bigger and bigger just to hide how it hurts. I don't want to have to put another homie in a hearse. I don't want to have to write another dead homie verse. I don't want to live in this reality where I'm always going in last place. So this time I'ma put my dreams first and trust that you're riding with me, God, cause I ain't heard your voice. I ain't heard your voice, God. God, it's got me feeling like I ain't got a choice. They say no pain, no gain, but what's there to gain from all this pain? They barely take care of you, so how they supposed to take care of me too? I hope I don't go insane from all of the stress stuck inside my brain. God, open up your floodgates and drown my sorrow in rain. I want to breathe. I want to see your glory. Want to be free. I want to tell the world my story. Please God redeem me. You're my redeemer. Yes, I have no power. I'm just a dreamer, tales of a dreamer. Ooh, tales of a dreamer. I don't wanna have to write another dead homie verse. I don't wanna have to put another homie in a hearse. No, no. Hold on. My bad, dude. No, man. Alright, that's good. Yeah. Oh, man. Thank you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Chopper make him hit the jazz hands, oh yeah. Chopper make him hit the jazz hands, oh yeah. Chopper make him hit the jazz hands, oh yeah. Chopper make him hit the jazz hands, yeah. Chopper make him hit the jazz hands.
I'm gonna tell my DJ hit it one time. Yeah, Collegeville Woods hit it one time. Yeah, baby, you hit one time. Hey, Shotty got the bustin', Shotty been a bustin'. Fuck, Shotty bad and bougie, do it for the culture. Yeah, know these niggas lame, kinda feel like vultures. All that booty meat made their mouth water. But Shotty so bad, she don't need a man. The way you fuck it up, you just don't understand. Yeah, let me going back into the hook and shit. I'm gonna wanna run that ball back.
Okay.
I'm in that last shit. Yeah, I did it in my last shit. Yeah, you like a wrestler. Yeah, while I'm riding in my Tesla. Hey, roll up on this bitch, you know I'm stank. Hey, yeah, hey, you know that nigga, I'm enough. Oh, yeah, hey, roll up on your bitch, I get this stuff. Hey, yeah, roll up on your bitch, I get a stop. Hey, roll up on your bitch, I get a stop. Hey, roll up on your bitch, I get a stop. Hey, well, welcome to my vlog. You know, we're just gonna vlog today. Vlogging, yo, vlogging on your bitch. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, what's up? Sorry for the wait, but I got everything. Skipping the ride. Roy in this bitch. How's Roy doing in this bitch?
Good, you know, I'm working on this new platform called Trblmkrs Only. It's gonna be kind of like Roy, aka Royale, aka Royale Scorsese, Mr. Troublemaker himself, whatever you want to call me. Triple Black coming soon. That's not an EP, that's actually another alias. No, but so I'm starting this thing called Trblmkrs Only. It's been on my mind for about half a year now. I started to look at the music industry as a whole and how are these big names branding themselves individually and as a collective. You can see Rick Ross being a boss, starting with MMG, Maybach Music. Like that's dope as fuck. And you know, you got niggas like Drake, OVO, October's very own, Kendrick Lamar, Top Dog Entertainment, even Chance with the whole social experiment. And I don't know if he's part of Save Money like Vic Mensa is, but you get the gist. So Trblmkrs Only is a platform for me as an artist to essentially incorporate other artists with my music and give them that type of platform where they can always be accessed by listeners and, you know, all types of people. Pretty much get clout. And for me, it's my way of branding myself also because I can attribute that to my name, my brand, the boy Roy, and, you know, in a sense, kind of make my own OVO, my own TDE. What the fuck is you doing? That would have been a check.
That's crazy.
That would have been a check. I would have faked the whole injury. Anyway, yeah, it's my way of developing my own brand. I'm really at the brainstorming stage, as all brands go. I really want to expand myself. I mean, Minnesota is an amazing state. It's heavily slept on by itself and just music in general, which is, you know, it's unfortunate, but you have to remain vigilant about the bigger picture because the way the internet has connected all of us is heavily slept on too, because it is and isn't. It is to people that don't know how to use the internet, and it isn't to people that do know how to use the internet. And being that we were the generation that was the guinea pig for the internet, and this next generation was born with the internet, a lot of things are gonna change here. Like, there's a reason why the entire music industry has shifted from producing CDs and tangible material to streaming. Streaming was fairly new in 2006, 2007. I mean, a lot of people use LimeWire and like all that stuff to rip music, but you know, on the corporate side, those guys figured that if we can stream album sales to make it more accessible for people, that's why you got Jay-Z making moves like, all right, I'll release an album called Magna Carta Holy Grail before I actually release it to the public, but I'm gonna have Samsung put it on every phone they have. So technically, his album's already bought, and his pre-sale sales, like, it's weird. Like, he already went platinum before he actually sold the product to the people. He just happened to have sold it to Samsung and shit like that. You know, it's dope. Like, there's a new frontier here that's coming, and I want to be a part of it because I'm in the cusp, you know what I mean? Like, being 21, I'm at a very, like, you know, gray area as far as demographic, because I can dip low and influence people younger than me, but at the same time, I can show that these older generations, this is how a new school works, you know? Like, it's all about harnessing, I guess, the internet, harnessing the sauce, your presence, your social media influence. I feel like sometimes local artists or just people aren't thinking about that in general, you know? And Trblmkrs Only is going to be my platform of doing just that. Hopefully I can get to my goal by the end of summer is to at least have 1,000 followers on my SoundCloud for Trblmkrs only. And what I plan to do with that is I've been making playlists. A lot of music that I find on SoundCloud are like local artists, but not from my state. I'm just talking about in general. Like I found a local artist from Boston, Massachusetts, and he's getting maybe what 3,000, 4,000 plays a song, depending on the producer, of course, because producers always need credit. Always. Depending on the producer, of course, he's got 3 tracks on his EP called Safe Trips, Stupid Genius, that got like what 24, almost to 30K plays, shit like that, you know. And then I put those songs on my playlist so people can be like, damn, I'm essentially putting people onto new music, because everybody's getting so comfortable with what they hear. Like I was at a little pregame, everyone's telling me play something that we know. It's like that's not how you find out new music. You feel me? I gotta play something you don't know, so when this guy blows up, you're in the loop. So essentially, I'm creating an exclusive loop for people that are really about music. And I'm starting off with playlists first. I took a lot of my music down. I left like 5 tracks up out of, I think, almost 20 that I've had up. I'm probably gonna take 2 more down. So then when I start incorporating my music and these new recordings and this new style that I'm gonna, you know, approach, I can just drizzle it into these playlists. So then under Trblmkrs only, you'll see a The Boy Roy track featuring so-and-so, produced by Collegeville Woods or whatever it may be. So it's gonna be interesting. It's just something I'm at, you know, just planning, a lot of networking. You know, like you can lay in bed and network all day. Like the internet is powerful. You know, it's crazy. Like I'm currently talking to a guy in Ottawa, Canada. He's his own producer and he's his own artist. In fact, I went to his producing page and
then I take her home, take her out of pajamas, get her wet like a jet ski in the Bahamas. Yeah. Sauce it up, yeah, sauce it up. I feel like Uzi Vert, now I'm doing what I want. These niggas sell they soul, press to make a couple bucks. I just pray to God and go and get my money up. Yeah, on my mind.